I don't. Love isn't blind. It's retarded. Hear me out. I loved her in ways that felt unspoken, like the silence between heartbeats, slow, steady, constant, but never loud enough. I didn't know how to tell her that the curve of your smile made me see the rest of the world, that every time you laughed was the first time my world felt safe. Instead, I hid behind half smiles and unfinished sentences, hoping she could read the poetry in my silence. But love, you needed words, not metaphors, and I gave you neither. So I don't blame you for leaving. You asked for something simple, to be seen, to be heard, to be loved without condition, and I made everything complicated, wrapping my feelings in layers you did not have time to unravel. Now I sit with my own silence, wondering if I could have loved you louder, or I'll always be the man who makes love something to write about. Because love isn't blind, it's retarded. But I tried to love her. Although it's heavy, love doesn't float, it sinks, dragging with it the weight of cows grazing on a dowry list. Love here is an investment, ROI, kids, legacy, a family tree watered by the tears of women who are told to stay even when their roots are rotting. But I still loved her, and I tried. I loved her not just in the silence at midnight, or in the way our hands touched when she passed me ugali, or in the way my fingers lingered like a question waiting for an answer no. I poured my love into the cracks of love only to be slapped to the dowry list that felt like a ransom note from the past. I loved her in ways her ancestors would not recognize, with poems that meant everything to her and nothing to her father, with flowers that withered before I could afford the cows. Her father says, poems don't pay the bride price, kijana. And maybe he's right. He wanted a man who could slaughter a goat. I'm still figuring out how to prepare eggs without burning the pan. Her uncles wanted respect. I wanted to call them out on their hypocrisy, but I didn't. I swallowed my pride like the chapatis they offered, because where I come from, you don't just marry her, you marry the clan. And it's funny. In these modern times, tradition doesn't work alone. Love shares a bed with our own chaos. Dating is like buying boiled eggs at a nightclub. Sounds like a good idea, but you regret everything in the morning. Instagram captions have replaced love letters. Ghosting is a black hole where feelings go to die. Heartbreaks are universal, but where I come from, it sounds like mapenzi na complique, as if love was meant to be easy. My mother doesn't say I love you. She calls, she asks, umefika, as if she's checking the status of my soul. She serves me food that serves as a healing potion. Each morsel a reminder that love is found in the little things. The chapati is made just right. The way she questions my late nights. She doesn't ask me about girlfriends, but when I bring one home, she turns into a detective. But silently sits next to a father whose loudest act of love was his silence as he watched me fail. Maybe he thought I'd learn. Maybe he didn't know how to say, I'm proud of you. He gave me his name and hoped that would be enough. It's like... He taught me, love in its greatest form is in letting things go, of expectations unmet, of dreams unfulfilled, of a son who wants to be everything to the world that seems to be asking for so much, of a son who writes about love and how it's retarded. But we still love, walking into this beautiful storm, hoping to come out of the other side whole. It's like, we write letters, we send texts, we write poems, we go to elders, we kneel, we pray, hoping to find someone who will stay, hoping to find someone who will love us in a different way. We hope to find someone who will hold our hearts in this unforgiving dance and say, let's dance. But until then, love isn't blind. It's